A convicted contractor in court this week. He struck a deal with prosecutors to avoid jail time.
The defendant was in the courtroom. His victims were there. Problem solver Rob Wolchek was also there, but nobody walked out happy except the defendant. And Rob's here now to tell us why. What happened, Rob?
Well, this guy hurt a lot of people. He's been convicted of a crime that could have put him behind bars for 15 years. All he's got to do is pay people back. Did he? Look. Hall of Shame honoree Scott Brooks emerges from the courtroom kind of victorious.
Scott, how come you don't have the money?
Somehow this newly crowned felon gets another chance after cheating his customers out of tens of thousands and then flip-flopping on his promise to pay them back.
You want the money.
I need the money. I'm going to lose everything.
Is anyone going to hold this guy accountable? Well, I'm going to try.
Well, why doesn't he have the money? Clearly, that was the agreement, was that he was going to come to court today with $25,000.
Silent Scott looks around like I'm a fly bothering him. He sure was talkative a couple of years ago.
This is a mess. This is an absolute mess.
Yeah, I dubbed Scott Brooks Babblin' Brooks because he talked a lot.
This is horrible.
Robert Scott Brooks ran a construction company called Contractor Solutions. It was a really legit-looking company. They had an office in Canton, shirts with their logo, something Scott may have regretted.
Can you talk to me a little bit about your business?
Which one?
Contractor Solutions, right there on your shirt.
What about it?
I confronted Sad Sack Scott in early 2023 after speaking with several of his customers who said he took their money and didn't complete their jobs.
What do you want me to say to this guy when I find him?
Give us our money back.
He's a compulsive liar.
Customers who called and sent letters begging Scott to finish their jobs or give them back their money.
He never responded to the letter of intent.
No, I sent it certified mail, so I know that he got it, and haven't heard anything since. And this guy has made my life a living hell.
Perhaps worst of all is this lady who says she's been through so much and is so mortified she doesn't want her identity revealed. She paid Brooks more than $60,000 to remodel her Westland home. After my story aired, she filed criminal charges and they stuck. I guess Babblin' Brooks blabbed too much.
You're not a licensed builder, right?
No, I am not.
So who holds a license for your company?
We have two license holders.
And who are they?
I'm not going to tell you that. You guys already know that information.
Nah, I don't. I actually don't know that.
Well, then that's something you need to talk about with my attorney.
Doesn't the company have to have a license?
Sure does.
And who's the licensee?
And again, you can talk to my attorney.
I don't think there's a license for Contour Property
It doesn't have to be under Contractor Property Solutions. It can be pulled by an individual. It's been like that since the beginning.
Okay, so who's the individual?
There's a couple different individuals.
Now give me their names.
I'm not going to give you their names.
I did go to Scott's attorney's office, but he didn't tell me if the company was licensed either. The Wayne County prosecutor says Brooks is a crook. His business a sham. They charged him with 2 felony counts of taking money under false pretenses. In May of this year, Scott worked out a deal to avoid being convicted of 2 felonies, pleading no contest to just 1 felony, taking more than $50,000 under false pretenses. The other case was dismissed as long as he paid both victims back. The total Brooks admitted to taking $73,529.50. His penalty, 3 years probation, and he's got to pay them back. No jail time.
Mr. Brooks, could you please place your name on the record?
Robert Scott Brooks.
But at his sentencing on Monday, Brooks shows up with no money. For some reason, Robert Scott Brooks is given an adjournment until Friday so he can come up with the money.
The agreement is clear that he owes $25,000 at the time of sentencing. He must have that on Friday, or the agreement says he'll go to jail for 6 months.
His victims? Devastated.
I accepted something just to try to have something because I can't afford to keep going. And he's finding a way to weasel out of it.
Remember, court records say Brooks owes her more than $58,000.
He was supposed to have $25,000 today.
Yeah. He was supposed to show up with minimum that, and then the judge was supposed to assign a restitution plan for payments to reimburse.
Babblin' Brooks doesn't even apologize.
Well, Scott, you're a felon now. You got anything to say? You want to say you're sorry?
He has no comment.
Well, why doesn't he have the money? Clearly, that was the agreement, was that he was going to come to court today with $25,000. All right, I'll see you on Friday, Scott. Nothing to say, no, I'm sorry.
Scott Brooks, you may have been given another chance by the court, but not by the Hall of Shame. Robert Scott Brooks is back in court tomorrow. He promised to bring the $25,000 first restitution payment, but of course he promised in May he'd have it for his court date earlier this week. We'll be there, and tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'll tell you either how he's paid up or if he's locked up. I'll tell you right now, I don't like these deals where somebody pleads guilty to taking a large sum of money, in this case $72,000, and then somehow they work out a deal where they just got to pay the money back. It seems astounding.
Because
even
they
if
don't
that's the
pay it
deal,
back.
though, the problem is this: if that's the deal you came up with, and I'm going to pay the money back, then you should have paid the money back today. Now this judge has a lot of people looking to her to say, hey, on Friday, he better have the money.
Yeah, well, and that's what I say, too. So he better have that money, or they say they're going to put him away for 6 months. But, I mean, I think it's ridiculous. He promised he was going to have that money on Monday, and all of those victims were really upset. So he better show up with that money tomorrow, but I'll let you know.
Yeah, people need to be held accountable, especially when they take the
You're
money
telling
like
me.
this. All right, thanks, Rob. Great story.